there, folks, and welcome back to the Gamer's Grotto. Tonight we're going to be playing Forza Horizon 5. Joining us will be BloodPro99, EeveeHero, and FoxFluffy, three of my friends who have the game and have decided to join us on it. So, Forza Horizon 5 has been out for quite a while on the Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and all that kind of stuff, and PC, and for the longest time, a lot of PS5 players would always ask, you know, is this game ever coming to the PlayStation console? Only to be given the answer that no, it'll never be on a PlayStation console. It's always going to be an Xbox exclusive. How times have changed, because it is not only on an Xbox, on a PlayStation console, but all future Forza games will be coming to the PlayStation console as well. Now, the game has been highly successful on the PlayStation console, a lot more than it was on the Xbox. The developers have stated that when they switched it over to PS5, the player base skyrocketed, and there is a lot more interest for the game on the PS5 as opposed to what there was on the Xbox. So anyway, we're going to be hopping right into this right now. We're going to be doing a couple of races. This is probably not going to be a 2-hour stream, but you know, it'll be an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. It depends on how much fun we have. Hell, it could go for 6 hours. Who knows? Anyway, I want to hop right into this right now. We're going to start a session and do a couple of races. I know that some of you were interested in the movie Cars that I ended up talking about on a previous stream, so we'll be showing those off as well. Anyway, let's hop right into this. Alrighty, so we are not playing this game from the beginning because I've already done a lot. And honestly, this is not really a story-based game, so you can kind of jump into Forza from any part in the game and understand what's going on. I mean, it's a racing game. It's not like there's a heavy backstory. Alright. Okay, so, now, Forza 5 takes place in Mexico. All of the previous Forza games were in different locations. I know one of them was Australia, one of them was in England. I don't think there's ever been one that's been in the US, not that I remember. Or maybe there was. I don't remember. I know I haven't played Forza 1, but I've played 2. I own 2, 3, 4, and 5 on my Xbox. I ended up grabbing actually all of them on disc, so I have them. I actually have them on disc for the Xbox, so that's. All right, so I'm gonna switch out my car here. So you guys can unmute, those of you who are wanting to be on mic.
Hey. Nice to be on the stream. I know Vinny introduced me as BloodPro, but I also go by Izzy. Excited to be here.
Yep.
Nervous as well.
You don't need to be nervous. All right, so I'm gonna switch over to one of my movie cars. We'll show that off. There's a lot of cars in this game, so I mean, you a lot of them you'll get for free by just doing wheel spins and stuff like that, winning races. The game is very generous with all the cars it gives you. So we'll start with K.I.T.T from Knight Rider. We'll show that off.
I think the stream's really going to appreciate the beauty and quality that this game produces on PS5, especially if they're exclusively on an Xbox player.
Hello.
Hey James, how are you doing, buddy? Pleasure to have you here as always. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and thanks for tuning in. So this is Kit from Knight Rider, the classic Knight Rider series from the 80s. 81 Trans Am, I believe. And yeah, no, this is a beautiful freaking car. Now, as you can see, the interiors... Well, let me... whoops, that is not the right button. Give me a sec here. It's been a while since I played this, so I'm trying to remember the button to go into the interior view. Apparently I went into photo mode. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, the interiors are beautifully done. Now, I looked into this, and actually what Forza did was, when they were making the interiors for all of these cars, the movie cars, they actually took photos of fan-made replicas of the movie cars, and then because like the fan, you know what I mean, like the fan-made replicas of these movie cars.
I hope you had a great Memorial Day.
Memorial Day? I'm Canadian, man. I don't celebrate Memorial. I don't think I do. Do I? No, I don't think I do. Memorial Day. I think it's for us as Remembrance Day, and I don't even think it takes place the same month as when you guys celebrated. So I'm gonna go to one of my homes here first, so that we can look at these dashboards properly. Because I noticed that you can't look at the dashboards really well unless you go into your home.
Oh right, my bad, lol, it Memorial Day here today.
Yeah, no worries, man. I hope you had a very happy Memorial Day. I mean, as happy as it can be. Alright. So, why am I not seeing a lot of shit on my map? I don't understand what's going on here. Hold on. Something feels off here. Oh, what? Oh, that's why. Hold up. Why am I at this location? Just give me a sec, guys. Apparently I'm on another part of the map, which I don't even know how I ended up getting to. Want to go back to the main map. That's why I'm not finding my homes, because I don't have any homes in this location. So guaranteed, I'm gonna get like YouTube is gonna be slapping me with like a copyright strike or something. Maybe, I don't know. We don't know. YouTube is strange like that. They'll be like, oh well, you know, if you're monetized, this your money for this video will go towards, you know, these specific artists. Okay, so all right. I think this is the proper map now. Yeah, this looks like it's the proper... Yeah, this is definitely the proper map. Alright, so I want to go to one of my...
Fine, didn't do nothing really.
Didn't do nothing? Well, that's fair, man. As long as you had a good day, that's all that matters. Alright, so let's... Where's my home? Oh, there it is. Hiding amongst the 10 million...
Can't find your home?
I found it.
Oh,
It took a while. Alright, anyway,
yeah, you don't want to get monetized. Just turn down the volume for the music.
I'm not monetized yet.
No, not monetized. The
Can you invite us, please? I gotta be honest, when I joined the stream and saw the flowers on the loading screen, I thought you were playing some kind of flower game.
You thought I was playing some kind of flower game. No. No.
Flower feet.
No. It's just the beauty of Mexico. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I literally fast traveled to my house and then decided to drive away from it. Hold on here.
You decided to drive away from your house?
Yeah, I was just like, well, you know, there's my house. Bye. All right.
I can't bother anymore. just leave it.
Okay. So now that I'm here, we're gonna look at the interiors of these movie cars. I'm gonna switch out the cars. We can do a walk around of them and whatnot. And then from there, all three of us are going to go in a bunch of races. Obviously, I'm not going to use the movie cars when I go into the races because these cars are kind of underpowered. I mean, they're cool to just like to just look at. But at the end of the day, that was the wrong button. At the end of the day, they're not really good for racing. At least I don't find they are, unless you like soup them up to a stupid degree. And I don't really want to do that because I want to leave them in their original state. All right. Forza Vista is, I believe, what I need to look. Yeah, here we go. So here we go. Walking around K.I.T.T. I should be able to. There we go. So there is not much to interact with on this car. You can edit a bunch of shit. I can edit it so that it has Super Pursuit mode on it from the original Knight Rider series.
Oh, new people in voice chat knew I only know of Stu.
New people in voice chat? Yeah, no, these are close friends of mine.
Mr. Faloof.
And they all have the game as well, so we're gonna be playing it together. I don't normally bring friends into my live streams, only because last time I did, one of them was said really racist remarks, and I'm like, yeah, so I'm very cautious about it. I know that.
Nah, he just hate us.
But yeah, totally. I know that with Stu, it was kind of risky too because, well, as you know,
How nice does Stu have this game?
I don't think Stu likes racing games. If I'm honest with you, I doubt it.
I never seen him play any racing games.
No, he mostly sticks to old Atari games and stuff like that. So as you can see, the interior of K.I.T.T is just freaking gorgeous. I mean, this is an amazing replica of K.I.T.T from Knight Rider. And can I close the door while I'm in it? Yeah, I can. All right. I've actually sat in K.I.T.T.
Stu was risky to bring on.
Stu was risky to bring on? Well, I mean, he was when we streamed when I streamed the Disney Minecraft map, and within 5 minutes, because Stu never plays Minecraft, so he started spamming the use button, and so the guy's hand was going up and down, and Stu's like, look, I'm masturbating in Disney World, and I'm like, well, there we go, that's that's that. I mean, this is tagged. Yeah, he did. He started, and then he just ran around the map and pretended that he was masturbating and coming into the pot plants and stuff like that. And he's like, this is a dream come true. I've always wanted to masturbate in Disney World. And I'm like, yeah, that's where this stream is going.
Well, that is dreams. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, he's probably going to be watching this, so yeah.
Also, don't forget to invite us to the covert.
You know, I will once I'm done showing off the cars, and then we're gonna do some races. So that was K.I.T.T. That's the inside of K.I.T.T. There's not much with this one, but I can add the Super Pursuit mode. If you guys remember the original Knight Rider show, there was a Super Pursuit mode that K.I.T.T. went into. So now, in order to do that, I need to do body kit, and we just install that. Now, this does actually affect the speed that K.I.T.T travels. It's not just a cosmetic. It makes him go a little bit faster. Not too much. He doesn't go like 700 or anything like that. But there you go. There's Super Pursuit mode, exactly as it looked back in the day. Now, the added feature of Super Pursuit mode is you get the wings that come out on the car when you slow down, which is kind of cool. It's a kind of cool little feature. Aside from that, not much. Makes the car go a bit faster, but not enough to win in races. I don't think, anyway. But yeah, I love the attention to detail on this car. I really do. So I'll quickly show you guys what I'm talking about in regards to the fins, and we're going to come back in here and we're going to take a look at the DeLoreans, all the DeLoreans from Back to the Future, and then from there we'll go into some races. All right, so let's turn this bad boy on. And let's get out of here. Let's not get out of here. What the hell's going on here? Drive. Would help if I hit the right button. Alright,
You're breaking the game already.
yeah. It's what I excel at. Breaking games.
Yeah.
Alright, so now when we drive in K.I.T., you'll notice here when I put on my brakes, these fins come out. These kind of like, not fins, little wings, I guess. And slow down the car, which was something that was in the original Knight Rider show when he was in Super Pursuit mode. These would come out, these would pop out when he went really fast and slow down the car. Anyway, we're gonna go back now into the house here. So we're gonna go back into the house. I'm gonna quickly take off Super Pursuit mode. I don't usually keep it on K.I.T. I mean, it looks kind of cool, don't get me wrong, but I prefer... To be honest, every time I ever saw Super Pursuit mode on K.I.T. in the show, it just looked really stupid to me. A lot of people thought it was badass, but to me, I was just like, it just looks hokey.
Oh, really? I always thought you thought it was cool. Interesting.
No, I mean, I thought it was a cool feature of K.I.T., but it looked really dumb when they added on all these extended details on the car. It just kind of ruins the car for me. Because the car, the 81 Trans Am already looked futuristic. Adding all these stupid extra features onto it just made it look really, I don't know. It just looked hokey, you know? Okay, so we're gonna...
Are we talking Kit Wilson or Kit Fisto from Star Wars LOL?
No, we're talking K.I.T. from Knight Rider, James. We're talking like K.I.T., the Night Industries 2000 from Knight Rider. Okay, so do I have to? Oh, this is stupid. So I have to actually. Looks like I have to leave my house, spawn in a car, and then go back into my house to show it off. That's really annoying.
Oh, I never seen it.
You've never seen Knight Rider? Interesting. It's honestly it was a show from the 80s, really popular, starred David Hasselhoff, and William Daniels was the voice of K.I.T. It was about a talking car that like had all these incredible features. The gentleman who drove the car worked for basically the government, but like a secret government agency that was called in when cops and all other forms of law enforcement couldn't take down criminals. So he would come in with his supercar and take down all these criminals. It was a really good show. So successful, in fact, that it spawned a modern version. Different car, though, for that. It was a...
No, I gotta check it out, but I have seen all the Cars movies from Disney, though.
So, the new K.I.T. is a Ford Mustang GT or what was it? KR 2000 or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but a totally different car. And that was because when they were pitching the show, when they were pitching the remake of Knight Rider, for whatever reason, Mustang was like, "Oh, well, we want to be involved in this. We want to use our car," and so they gussied up the Mustang, and it honestly looked really good. And William Daniels at that point was too old. He was retired. He didn't want to do K.I.T. again, so they brought in the late Val Kilmer, who unfortunately recently passed away. in April. But they brought in Val Kilmer to voice Kit. Now, Val Kilmer was best known as Batman in Batman Forever, the movie Batman Forever. Um, and he voiced Kit, and he did a fantastic job. Honestly, he did a wonderful job, and that series is incredible. Um, okay, that's storage. All right. So this is the DeLorean from Back to the Future Part 1. So when we get the movie car pack, we get the DeLorean from all three Back to the Future movies. Because in every Back to the Future movie, it was a different car. It was never the same car. It was always a DeLorean, but it was a different if it was a different car. I don't know how to close the door on this one. But as you can see, we'll start it up here. As you can see, it's very, very detailed as well, just like Kit. Um, yeah, so all three versions of the DeLorean interiors.
It would be cool if they added the turtle van in this game.
The turtle van? I don't think it would ever happen. I noticed that the cars that they're mainly adding are like movie cars that are kind of owned by Sony franchises. Um,
That would be kind of cool if they had the turtle car. Or
Now the
van.
turtle van is already in Fortnite. I actually have it in Fortnite, and it's pretty badass. I mean, it was actually pretty detailed. I also have Kit in Fortnite as well, and that was actually more detailed, believe it or not, than it is in this game. Because in this game, while the car is detailed, it doesn't have the proper engine sound. But in Fortnite, they added the proper jet engine sound that Kit has when he drives.
Stu would drive away with it though, face with tears of joy.
Stu would drive away with the turtle van? Maybe. He'd drive to Disneyland and start masturbating in the turtle van.
Bro, poor Stu.
Well, no, every time Stu is on my channel, James always brings it up. He brings up, "Oh, Stu, are you masturbating in this game?" Like it's become kind of a running gag.
TMNT video.
Like he did in the Minecraft TMNT video. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, he kicked me out of the van. We were playing Minecraft Ninja Turtles, and Stu literally, I was driving the van, and Stu literally punched me out of the van and took over and just drove off without me. I'm just like, well, later.
I kind of want to watch it.
They're going to be adding the DeLorean into Fortnite next season.
Oh, are they? Great Scott, Marty. All right. All right. That is not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to quickly show off the three other, because these guys are waiting, so I'm going to quickly show off the other three cars. Then we're going to hop into some races. Now, I'm not going to be racing any of these cars in any race, because I would not like to lose. Preferably. I probably will lose anyway, but I'd rather avoid it if possible. And in these movie cars,
It even has X-Wings and TIE fighters.
yeah, I know. We've been playing the Star Wars mode. It's pretty sick. Yeah, no, the X-Wing, that's for a limited time though. The X-Wing and TIE fighters unfortunately aren't staying. But I'm sure you can buy them and keep them. Yeah, it's limited time as far as I know. I'm surprised they haven't been removed yet, because Star Wars month is already... Oh no, wait, it's not over yet. So they're probably going to remove them the first week of June. That makes sense, actually, because it's the entire month of May is Star Wars
I
month.
don't bring it every video. I didn't yesterday, lol.
Well, did I stream a video yesterday? I thought it was the day before yesterday. I don't think I streamed anything yesterday. Did I? Maybe I streamed... Oh, maybe I streamed Police Shootout yesterday. I don't remember if I did or if that was the day before. So this is the car from Back to the Future Part 2. I don't think I really need to show off much on this car. It's got slightly more shit on it.
Oh, right, but I mean, I didn't bring up Stu.
You didn't bring up Stu. No, I didn't. Well, I don't mean that you bring it up every time, but you do bring it up quite a bit when he's around. Which is fine. I mean, neither of us are offended by it. We find it funny. All right. And so...
Yeah, you're right, I do a lot, my bad, lol.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. You don't need to apologize for that. I mean, if Stu didn't want people to see it, he wouldn't have done it on my stream, right? He wouldn't have did what he did.
I never knew Stu did that.
We all know Stu is a crazy man. Alright, so I'm going to quickly go into the Back to the Future Part 3 DeLorean, because that one is the most changed time machine out of all three Back to the Future cars. Back to the Future Part 3 is when they traveled into the Wild West, and they didn't have the tech back then.
It's kinda like the guy who brings up Paw Patrol and Cyberpunk in here.
Oh, that's the guy who brings up Paw Patrol and Cyberpunk. Yeah, that's Cyberpunk. He's interesting. Yeah. He actually messaged me the other day, and he was convinced that Dr. Evil and Austin Powers are in Cyberpunk, and I'm like, do you have any proof of this? And he sent me like photos of like NPCs that didn't even look similar. I don't know. It was weird. I was just like, all right, man. I don't know. I don't quite understand, but whatever. Anyway, going back to what I was talking about this car. So in Back to the Future Part 3, because they didn't have a fuel source for the DeLorean when they had it in the Wild West, Doc came up with this idea where the car was entirely run off of a battery. And so on the hood of the car, that's the battery that charged the entire car and made it function. Because they were in the Wild West, they didn't have a fuel source, so they used a battery that was charged via lightning. So whenever there was a lightning storm, they'd attach a lightning rod so that the lightning would hit the battery and charge up the car so that it was able to be used. And again, out of all three Back to the Future cars, I feel like this one was my favorite. It was the most futuristic looking. I love how you can open Mr. Fusion here too. That's a nice touch. But I don't remember the interior of this car looking any different. I mean, the interior kind of for the most part always looks the same in all of the three time machines. The only drastic difference in all of them was the exterior. And again, only a real drastic change in Back to the Future Part 3. But a beautiful car, amazingly detailed in Forza. But at the end of the day, as cool as these are, I often wondered why were they added into the game to begin with. Like it just doesn't make any sense for me. Like you're never gonna be racing in these cars because they don't go a decent enough speed at all. So what is the point in adding them into the game? You can't exit your car and do car shows or anything like that. Not easily, anyway. It's not like Grand Theft Auto. It makes more sense to have these kind of cars in a Grand Theft Auto game, obviously, but if Forza is kind of an odd choice to have movie-based cars in my opinion. I just don't know. I've never seen anybody race in the movie-based cars. I mean, it's cool to have the packs for the sake of saying, yo, I have got the DeLorean in Forza Horizon 5. This is not really a movie-based car, but we're going to look at this anyway. This is the Warthog from the Halo franchise. Now, this car is pretty decent. I have the original skin on from Halo. I think this is Halo 2. Where's the Enterprise? Could you imagine if they put in the Millennium Falcon and the Enterprise and all that shit in here? That would be fucking hilarious.
That'd be insane.
It wouldn't even make any sense. It'd be weird.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
But so for movie car packs, they've got what I just showed you, and then they've got all the Fast and the Furious cars. Now I don't have that pack because I've never seen many of the. I know
I
you do,
have it.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. Um, I've never seen many of the Fast and the Furious movies because they've never interested me. I think I've seen like maybe one or two, but I definitely I don't even
Maybe
know.
Luke's land speeder.
Luke's land speeder in Forza? That'd be weird. I don't know how that would work, especially in a race. That would be kind of strange. So let's hop into this to this car, and we'll turn it on and look at the interior. So I think this is the Warthog from Halo 2, actually. It looks to me like it's the Warthog from Halo 2, which I guess is the same Warthog as a Halo 1, maybe. Come to think of it. Yeah, pretty basic. I mean, there's not much here.
True, but it floats.
It floats. You know how that was done, right? So the land speeder actually was on wheels in Star Wars, and they had a mirror. They had a reflective mirror that they put on the bottom of the land speeder to cover the wheels, so that it looked like it was hovering, when in fact it
From the
wasn't.
Halo TV series.
This one's from the Halo TV series? Oh, interesting. I thought it was from the games. Good to know. Thanks, Evie. All right, so we got one more car to look at, and that's going to be the Jurassic Park Jeep. And then from there, we're just going to go into some races. So, yeah, so it was a reflective mirror on the bottom of the land speeder that covered the wheels. And so you never notice it, obviously, when you're watching the movies, because it's so well concealed that it makes it look like the land speeder is just hovering in the air, when in fact it's actually not. It's on wheels. But yeah, that's how they did that movie effect. And then a lot of the other vehicles and stuff like that in Star Wars were just
nice,
miniature
I know
models.
How the ties and lightsabers got their sounds, but not that I thought it was G.
CGI? No, that wouldn't have been CGI. The original 4, 5, and 6 Star Wars movies were done in like 1979, 1980. They didn't have the tech back then. A lot of that was models and actual special effects without the use of CGI. Yeah, no, it was mainly just models. I know that the AT-ST and the AT-AT Imperial Walkers, they were so small. They were small miniature models, and the way they filmed it made them look like they were ginormous. Like those dinosaur walkers, the AT-STs, AT-ATs, they were small as hell. I mean, they were ridiculously small. But nowadays, fuck, Disney has so much money that they freaking made them life size at Disney World. I'm like, the hell, man? How much did that cost you? I mean, I was like looking at the cost of the Star Wars hotel, and it was like $2.5 trillion that they put into the Star Wars hotel when they made it, and then they tore it down.
Oh right, Jar Jar was
Ridiculous. That's why I don't understand Disney. They're like willing to just throw money around like it grows on trees, and then immediately destroy what they're creating. That company makes no sense to me whatsoever. I will never understand that company. I think they're very strange. But you should see these videos that YouTubers have done of them staying at the Star Wars hotel, and how much that was insane. Okay. So I'll describe that quickly to you guys. So basically, how it worked is you would go to the hotel, you'd be on the ground, like it would be like an actual hotel, like you would go to it, you'd check in at the front desk, and then instead of an elevator, they disguised the elevator as a giant shuttlecraft. And it would rocket you off into space, when in fact it wasn't going into space, it was just taking you up a couple of floors, but you wouldn't know the difference because of how it was designed. It was levitating off the ground, pushing you off the ground into space. You look out all the windows of this quote unquote elevator, and you'd be rocketing into space. You dock at a space station. The space station was the hotel, just a couple of floors up, and you would get off the shuttlecraft, be greeted by the captain and the crew, and this hotel was massive, freaking massive, and you felt like you were in outer space on this space station. Every window you looked out of was actually a ridiculously high definition TV that was pushed against the windows, and it would show different things occurring at different times. So, like as an example, when the Imperials show up on the station, you would actually look out the windows of the quote-unquote space station and see TIE fighters and everything coming in and all that kind of shit. It was crazy. Stupid detailed. You would have a droid in your hotel room. So when you would go to your hotel room, you would have a droid in that hotel room, completely an actual droid, not somebody in a costume. It was an actual droid that they legitimately made. Each hotel room had a droid. And the droid was voice activated, so you could have full-on conversations with this droid. It would tell you how to get around. You'd ask it like, oh, where is this in the hotel? Where is that in the hotel? Whatever. Where's the restaurant? Whatever. It would tell you. You could have full-on conversations with this thing. Then when you go to the restaurant was had all these different Star Wars foods that you would see in like the movies, everything like that. Live bands. They would bring in the Cantina band from the original Star Wars movies, that band that performs in the Cantina. They were there. Then they would bring in other bands as well, other alien bands and stuff like that. At one point,
Awesome.
during your stay in the hotel, the Imperials come in, like I said, and they try to take over the station. So all the guests are under Imperial interrogation because they're thinking that you're all working with the rebels and all that kind of shit. So they start policing you around and everything. You literally feel like you're in the movies when you were staying at this hotel, and you were a part of the movies because they had you. So another thing to mention quickly that I forgot to mention is when you were staying at this hotel, you had to download an app onto your phone, and when you downloaded this app, you would get emails from, like, say as an example, Chewbacca or other Star Wars characters, Rey, and they would say no, not Darth Vader, but what's his name? Moody guy. What's his name from the new movies? Oh God. Han Solo's son, whatever the hell is, I can never remember his name because I hated him. But anyway, he was there. Kylo Ren, there we go. Kylo Ren was there, and he would appear on the station and everything. But it was crazy because, like, so you would download this app, and it was an app that allowed Kylo Ren, yeah. It was an app that allowed all of the crew members to email you. Now, these emails were all automated and everything like that, but so you would get an email from Rey, and she'd say, like, hey, I know you're a guest here, but if you could come to engineering on the space station, I'll have a guard waiting for you outside to give you, like, an access card. Don't let anybody else know you have this access card. Take it from them. Break into the engineering. I'm going to meet you in there, and I have something I want you to do. And so every day in this hotel, you would always have tasks sent to you through emails, through this app, and you would meet with these actual characters. So when she says, meet me in engineering or whatever, you would go there at a specific time, and the guard would be there, give you the access card, you'd break into engineering, she'd be in there, and you'd be doing missions with her. And so that's how this hotel worked. It was less of a hotel and more of an entire experience. The problem with it was, when they made this hotel, they overcharged. So they aimed this hotel only for very high YouTubers and media. So the general public couldn't afford to stay in this hotel because the cost of one night in the hotel, one night, was $6,000. One night. So if you wanted to stay for a fucking week, you're paying out the ass. So a lot of people, they lost money off of it. They spent trillions of dollars making it. They lost billions of dollars because they never wanted to lower the cost. They said, well, the cost goes into the entertainment, the experience, all the stuff that you're going to be doing. I think your meals were all covered in that cost, from my understanding. But at the end of the day, it's still not worth it. It still wasn't worth it. And a lot of people can't justify spending $6,000 a night in a hotel. Like, that's insane. Who's going to do that? And so, at the end of the day, invariably, it got shut down because it just wasn't making any money. And it was stupid. I mean, like, all they had to do was lower the costs. Lower the cost to affordable levels. I don't mind paying $200-300 to stay in a Star Wars themed hotel, but I sure as fuck am not going to spend $6,000 to stay one night in a Star Wars hotel. That's insane. But they never. The CEO of Disney never wanted to do that. He was just like, nah, fuck it. It's going to stay that cost because we're justifying it based on all the stuff you would do in the hotel. And what ended up happening was the hotel cost them a lot of money, and they couldn't justify keeping it open because not a lot of people were staying in it. So rather than lower the cost, they just shut down the entire thing and wrecked it, by the way. The entire hotel no longer exists. It was flattened. And I remember a lot of the staff, a lot of the entertainers and stuff like that, who were serving on the quote-unquote space station, were pissed, beyond pissed that it got shut down. Just like, dude, that's my job. Disney just cost me my job. All because they refused to lower the cost of the hotel. So, but yeah, like I said, you can see videos of YouTubers. There's a YouTuber called Ordinary Adventures. If you look up that YouTuber, My Ordinary Adventures or something like that, if you look them up, it's a husband and wife. They have a 3-part video of them staying at the Star Wars Hotel. They experienced everything the Star Wars Hotel offered. And, dude, amazing is all I can say. It's literally like you're in a Star Wars movie. It's just a shame that the CEO never wanted to lower the costs and make it affordable for everyday people. Otherwise, it would have been a highly successful thing. And it turned out to be not, because he didn't want to budge on the cost. Anyway, so this is the Jurassic Park Jeep. As I was talking about the hotel, we kind of looked through it. Yeah, this car is kind of basic compared to every other movie-based car. I believe this is the Jurassic Park Jeep from the original Jurassic Park movie, which would have been like 1995, 1996, I believe. Maybe 1993? I don't remember when it came out. I remember seeing it in the movie theater when it came out with my parents and being absolutely terrified of the dinosaurs. But anyway, yeah, let's get some racing going on here now, I think. We talked enough. So let me just get out of here. And obviously switch out this car because I am not racing in a Jurassic Park Jeep.
Now I want a Star Trek one, but you get invaded by the Borg and they turn you into Borgs. Heck, even have Locutus be their leader.
Okay, so while that doesn't exist, James, there was a thing in Las Vegas called Star Trek: The Experience, and it had you on a recreation of the Enterprise D as a crew member, and while you're on it exploring the ship, I think Commander Riker toured you around, and while you were on it, the ship gets attacked by the Borg, and you have to escape in shuttlecrafts and stuff like that. You never got assimilated into a Borg. That wouldn't work. I don't know how that would work. It was a pretty neat experience. That was back in the early 2000s, I want to say, and that got shut down as well. It didn't. I think again for the same reason. I just don't think it was popular enough. Oh, I'll quickly show off this car. So, this is a more sentimental vehicle for me. So back in the 90s, my dad, who still has his own business, this was his work truck. Now the only thing that's missing on this.
Like you volunteer to become a board, I would only guess.
Volunteer to become a board? Maybe. I don't know how that would work though. Like I feel like that wouldn't work too well. So this is my dad's work truck back in the 90s, as best as I can remember it. The logo, the Triple C logo on this was actually made by my grandfather. My grandfather kind of made the logo for his business, for my dad's business. And the only thing that's missing on this is that he had phone numbers underneath his name. I'm obviously not going to put his phone number on the work truck because I don't need random people from Forza calling his work phone. But yeah, so this was his work truck from the 90s, and this was the truck that he would always drive around in, fix air conditioners, refrigerators, and heaters. And yeah, so this was more of a sentimental truck for me that I designed. But anyway, we're going to go back into an actual car here, and we will... this one looks good. The Bugatti. Alright, so... what are you guys thinking for racing? What do we want to do?
I'm open to whatever.
You're open to whatever?
Yeah, whatever the chat's down for.
I'm just gonna turn off my radio. I didn't realize... when did they add a heavy metal station to Forza? Like, that was like literally screamo music. I don't remember that. That's a kick-ass station. Holy fuck. That's cool. Alright. Alright, so I'll let you guys decide on... or unless you... do you want to do maybe... what if we do... hang on, I got an idea here.
I believe
So,
Evie is interested in an off-road if you guys are interested in that.
well, we can do that too. We can do several races. I'm thinking, why don't we do one of those big races? So there's one near here. I've already completed it already, but we could always do it again. Right near where my house is, it's called the Goliath. It's like a purple one. Forza Horizon Festival Mexico, the Goliath, long gone. And that's one of those big tour races, and I always find those really, really interesting because they really show off the terrain of Forza Horizon 5, like just how beautiful the environment is. Are you guys fine with that first, and then we'll do Evie's race?
Absolutely.
Sure.
All right. So you know where it is on the map, right? Do you want me to start a screen share so you guys can see where it is on the
I
map?
would know you sound like a Disney expert, but is it true Walt Disney wanted Epcot to be a city but he died before it could happen? Yes, do it.
I don't know about that, James. I do know that Jim Henson wanted Disney to buy out his stuff for the longest time. He was really fighting to have like the Muppets and all that stuff be owned. Oh shit, right. Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? Okay. So he would wait a minute. Why am I not see? I'm gonna have to. I'm not seeing. Are you guys appearing online?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Huh. All right.
I wonder if Walt would be furious at what Disney had become if he was still alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so, Yeah, I think so, James, because the new CEO of Disney is kind of overpricing everything, and when Walt Disney made Disneyland and Disney World and everything like that, he wanted to make it affordable for the everyday family. What they're doing now at Disneyland and Disney World is kind of like forcing you to pay for everything. So like back then you would just pay for a ticket and you'd be able to ride all the rides. It's not like that anymore. From my understanding, you have to pay for everything. You have to pay. You pay to enter the park. You pay to ride the roller coasters. You pay. Sorry.
You pay for everything individually instead of
Yeah.
just
It.
one
Yeah.
ticket in.
Ever since the
That
new
is
CEO took over. Yeah. That's why Disney's not doing well.
that's ridiculous. Jeez.
Yep. And you had to pay for an app on your phone too.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. They give you a QR code after you give them money, which allows you to download this app. And the app is to set your place in line or something like that for, yeah, that's what it was. So what the fucking hell is, okay, really, Evie? Weirdo. All right, so we're
Where
gonna
did that they keep his head in a jar rumor come from? That's clearly not true.
keep whose head in a jar? Disney? No, I've never heard of that rumor. That sounds like something from Futurama. I don't think that's legit. Group route. There we go. That's what I was trying to do.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Bumper cars. All right. Yeah, I saw. I already looked at your car.
Yards. Turn left.
All right. I set a crew route for us to go to this race. I don't even remember if this.
Start the race. Doesn't it start it for all of us? So we have to do.
I think so. Yeah. I'm hoping that it's. Yeah, it is co-op. Okay. The Goliath.
Only you are allowed to. Only you are allowed to start the race, not us.
Yeah, I've already started the race. Let's see.
There is a Halo one.
Well, we can do that too if you want. I'm just trying to
The
figure out
claim
what
that
car I
Walt
want.
Disney's head is frozen somewhere is a popular urban
Fine with that
legend,
one.
but it's false. Disney was actually cremated after his deed.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors as well that wait, what? Is this race only single player? Are you guys in the race?
Nope, just give it a minute.
It looked for a second. It looked for a second that it was only single player. That's why I was confused. I'm like, I don't remember. All right, so we're all in. All
Rumors
right.
people don't come up is ridiculous.
But so there's rumors going around. So there's I don't know if you guys know this, but Disney World or Disneyland, one of them is haunted. Now, this is kind of creepy, but a lot of people would bring their parents' ashes to Disneyland and Disney World. They would conceal them, and they would throw them off on specific rides. So Haunted Mansion is the one ride where most people would throw their ashes off of as they were in the ride. So they would be riding Haunted Mansion, and they would be like, well, you know, this is a good spot for my parents always liked Disneyland, so we're just going to throw their ashes off on this ride. And Disney employees started complaining that these rides were starting to be haunted by actual ghosts. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but a lot of Disney employees were coming out and saying that a lot of these rides after hours would be like haunted by ghosts that would be like fucking around with shit. Now, yeah, like I said, whether that's true or not, who knows? I mean, the only people who would know that would be the people who work in the park. There have been suicides in the...
There's a lot of deaths at Disney, especially
Yeah.
the girl that got crushed
Between the wall?
back in
Yeah.
the 70s while working there.
Correct. There was a girl who, in the 70s, got crushed in between a wall and splattered to death. She was working
Crap.
working one of the rides, and it was a revolving stage. And they didn't realize when they rotated the stage. So she would come out, and she was the host. She would come out and greet the guests and everything as they arrived and everything like that. And she got caught in between the stage. It rotated before she got to leave, and she got smashed against the stage. It killed her instantly because the stage rotated. Jaws is not Disneyland. That's Universal
I
Studios.
think it was America Sings, and I heard people heard screaming, but that's not confirmed, but it's just awful.
Yeah, no, they heard screaming, but they didn't know where it was coming from. That is correct. They heard her screaming in pain, but they didn't know where it was coming from. And it was only after they rotated the stage, after the show was over, they rotated the stage back, and they found her remains, what was left of her. Needless to say, that stage no longer existed. After that death, they dismantled it. It doesn't exist. It's been taken down a long time ago, back in the
imagine the
70s.
ride was torn down after that.
Absolutely, it was torn down right after that, yes. Now, you can find out all of this information if you go on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of documentaries on it and everything. You can go look it up. But you are correct, that actually did happen.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible to hear that.
Modern day Disney is a lot safer than it was back then. That's going back into the 70s. I don't want any of my viewers to think that, oh, well, because of that, Disney is not a safe place to visit. That's absolutely incorrect. Modern day Disneyland and Disney World is more safe than it was back then. They have so many things. Technology has changed considerably since then. They have so much more safety measures in effect and everything. They've got code words that staff say that you don't know what the code word is, but they know what the code word is to bring in security if there's an issue. I know what the code word is. The only reason I know what the code word is because I have talked to actual Disney employees, Disney character entertainers. So the code word that Disney employees say when they want to have security brought in. So say that you're going up to a Disney employee and you're disobeying them, as an example, like say they don't want you touching them or whatever, which perfectly in their rights to do. They don't want you groping at them or whatever. So they will I'm not driving really well in this at all. I'm just like driving like I'm just touring. Because I'm so busy on talking, I forgot that I was in a race. Yep. At least I'm not in last place. Anyway, so the code word is you are our most honored guest. That is actually the code word for security to be called in, because there's a problem. So anytime a costumed character says that to you in Disneyland or Disney World, it's because you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong that they don't appreciate. And the other thing that's kind of creepy, and this is actually true as well, is that oftentimes when a costumed character is sitting on a bench with workers beside them.
I can't see anyone taking their own life at Disney.
Oh, it happens a lot. People taking their own life at Disney, it happens a lot. A lot of times people go to the park to commit suicide. Because they think, what better place to commit suicide than the happiest place on Earth? Let's just kill ourselves here. It's pretty crazy. Wow, that car is fucked. God damn it, I'm not doing well at this at all. I'm spending too much time talking and not enough time concentrating. But yeah, no, that is true. A lot of people commit suicide at Disneyland, at Disney World.
We're playing a racing game talking about morbid, scary stuff, and I feel like I'm part of the reason why.
Oh, it's fine. I don't care what we talk about. It doesn't bother me any. So going back to what I was saying. So if you see a Disney costumed character sitting on a bench with 2 employees beside them, that is because the person in the costume has passed away. That is scary to hear, but that is one of the rules of breaking immersion that Disney was firmly against. And it was the fact that even when a person passes away in the costume that they're wearing, the other staff members have to pretend that they're still alive, they're still well, they're just sitting down on a bench for a few minutes. They're not, they're dead. And that was because Disney was firmly against, and I don't mean Disney meaning Disney the park, I mean Walt Disney. That was one of his original things, was that no breaking immersion no matter what. No, you always want people to believe, you always want kids to believe that they're actually talking to Mickey Mouse, not talking to like a person in a costume. So yeah, the immersion breaking was a big rule.
I never seen it, but I remember going to Disney in 2016 and it was like 100 degrees and I saw a guy in a Vader suit almost pass out of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Imagine how Chewbacca must feel. The guy playing Chewbacca, 100-degree heat, and he's running around wearing a throw rug, basically. That's crazy. I've always said that the real heroes...
Why make them wear customs in that kind of weather?
I've always said that the real heroes of the park...
Customs.
I think I missed that checkpoint, did I? No, I guess not. I think that the real heroes of the park, in my opinion, are always going to be the mascots. The people in the costumes. Because everybody says, oh, the real stars of the park are the rides. No, fuck that. They're the people in the outfits. Hell with the rides. If I'm going to go to Disneyland, I'm going to go there to interact with all the costume characters. And to tell them how much I respect them.
Bro, it looked like you missed it.
Hello, Scott. Look like I missed what? I missed... missed the checkpoint? If I missed the checkpoint, it would have rolled me back, and it never did. So I think I just barely clipped it. I'm not doing too well, and that's because I'm concentrating on chatting with you guys more than the race. Which I shouldn't be doing, to be honest. But oh well. I've already beaten this race once before in first place. It's not like I haven't done it already. But mainly I just wanted...
The morbid stuff we talked about, lol.
Yeah, we were talking about the craziness of Disneyland at Disney World. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, you guys matter, man. But yeah, no, like Disney, I haven't been to Disneyland since I was a kid. I remember going on the Haunted Mansion ride, and I would have been like maybe 10, 11 years old, and I got scared of the ride, because if you remember the Haunted Mansion ride, I don't know what it was like back then, but I do know that it still used the holographic ghosts back. It still used the holographic ghosts. It still used the holographic ghosts back then. And whoa, shit! Did I get that? I think I did. I think if I hit.
Not let them ram you. They do that.
Yeah, I know. The NPCs ram you off the road. It's really annoying. But yeah, so so I was 10 years old. I was on the Disney's Haunted Mansion ride.
The bench thing and it says it's false, but I believe you.
Oh, it's false? Well, then maybe it is false. No, I'm not gonna say I'm right. I heard that it was true. Whether it's true or not is another story. Yeah, it you know what? You could be right. It could be just a rumor that somebody spread. So there you go. But anyway, so going back to what I was saying, yeah, Disney Haunted Mansion ride. I was 10 years old. I went on it with my sister and my mom and my dad. At some point in the ride, I got terrified.
It wouldn't surprise me though if true.
Oh, now I remember why I got terrified. Okay, here we go. So when you start out on the Haunted Mansion ride, you go into that elevator that like stretches the paintings. At one point in that elevator ride, all the lights go off in the elevator ride, from what I recall. And when they went off at that point, there was a guy who was on the ride, a guest, screamed out, "You're all gonna fucking die." That's what it was. And I was 10 years old and I got terrified of that. And I wanted off the ride. And so, I guess there was security on hand in case something happens. So they took me out a staff entrance, or a staff exit, and the rest of my family wanted to ride the ride. So the security guard stayed with me while they rode the ride. And he sat me down at a park bench and bought me an ice cream cone. And he was trying to tell me that, oh, don't worry, man, I get terrified of that ride too. I don't even go on it either. I'm like, thinking to myself, 10-year-old me, being as analytical as I am now, why did a random do that? To be a dick. There's a lot of dicks that go to Disney World and Disneyland. They're just assholes. I don't know. They just do it to be, they think it's funny, I guess. I don't know. But either way, I think he got kicked off of the ride.
I remember you saying this in the Disney Minecraft video.
Yeah, in the Disney Minecraft video, yeah. And, but yeah, no, the security guard was really cool. He bought me an ice cream cone and sat me down and sat with me while my parents and my sister rode the ride. And then he told me that, you know, he was scared of the ride too, and me being very analytical even back then, I was like, no, you're just saying that to make me feel better. Because I knew that's what he was doing. I mean, there's no way in hell, like, a grown man is going to be terrified of the Haunted Mansion ride. Like, come on. He was saying it to make me feel better. But, I mean, like, you know, I mean, it worked. 10-year-old me believed him, I guess. But that's mainly what I remember. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, all of the people who work in that park are amazing, in my opinion. They deserve the utmost respect. Yeah, they deserve the utmost respect. Everybody who is in a costume at that park or whatever, playing a character, they don't get enough respect. That's the problem. Is a lot of people treat them like ass, and I don't understand why. So who won here? I wasn't even paying attention. Was it Izzy? Or was it Evie?
Yeah, I won.
You won? Congratulations, buddy.
This was a long-ass race.
It is! But you know what? It's freaking beautiful.
You also get a lot of XP for that as well.
Yes.
Blue team won.
Izzy, do you want to see what car I was driving?
But yeah, I would love, absolutely love to go back to Disney World, Disneyland at some point in the future. But because of how shit is going right now, I hate to say it, but because of how things are going right now in America, I don't see my family ever wanting to go to Disney anymore. I live in Canada, and The situation between Canada and America right now is very rocky. So yeah, I don't see my parents ever wanting to go to Disney ever until this is all resolved, and I don't know when it's going to get resolved, to be honest. So, yeah, I think we'll just stick to Canadian parks. All right, what are we doing, gents? Are we? Is there a specific ride?
Let's do it again.
Do the race, the same race?
That 10-minute race.
You want to do it again?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Could we do a shorter race? I don't really feel like doing a 10-minute race. I'm not gonna lie. That was already mind-numbing as
The
is.
race right down over here, the blue race.
All right,
Short race.
lead us there. Let me just reverse.
Izzy, I wasn't mad at you.
What happened?
I wasn't mad at you for that little PC.
Turn around.
Oh,
when it is
I mean,
safe
I
to do
was
so.
like on that bridge. I was actually rewatching the footage on that bridge. I was
Well,
like
You
not
kind of.
crashing into you, but I was because I was trying to pass you, but at the same time trying to stay in between the checkpoint. But then at that part where we both crashed into that tree, I'm watching the footage. I
Your
was
back-
ahead of you. We
Your
both.
back end kind of dragged me.
Oh,
I just want to quickly ask you guys in the live chat. Can you hear the rest of the guests that I have on this stream tonight? I just want to make
No.
sure that everybody's. I just want to make sure that everybody's mic can be heard.
I was just watching your live stream,
Mm-hmm.
gamer.
Yeah.
And Fox and Izzy are both quiet, but I can hear it.
Interesting. Quiet. That's odd.
But this right here is the race. You see it right here?
Yep. The Wait. The Colossus?
It's not long like the lion.
Okay. All right. I'll hop into it and invite you guys. I was using my Bugatti again, I guess. But yeah, Forza Horizon 5, as I was saying at the intro to this stream, was never meant to be on a PS5. As a matter of fact, back in the day when it came out, and a lot of PS5 gamers were asking the company that made the game, you know, are you ever going to be on PS5 or on a PlayStation console? And they said no, never.
you good?
We're an exclusive.
Yeah, I pressed square. It said unable to join session. That's weird.
Ooh. No bueno.
They literally let me join the last one just fine. That's odd.
But yeah, so it's crazy to me that all of these games that would always say to the PlayStation gamers back then that no, we're exclusive to Xbox, we're never going to be on a PlayStation console. That never happened, obviously. Because not only are we getting Forza 5, we got Forza 5 on PS5, but we're also getting the Halo Master Chief Collection, and we're also getting Gears of War is coming out in August for PS5. So, it's crazy, man. And that's because Sony and Microsoft are working together for the first time in bloody history. And are willing to work together. So Xbox will be getting PlayStation exclusives just as we're getting Xbox exclusives. Console wars are at an end. And it only took till 2025. It took too freaking long. At the end of the day, I don't care what people game on. Myself, I've never cared about that. I have an Xbox, I've got a PlayStation, I've got all of the PlayStations, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I've got an Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Switch, and Quest 2 VR headset. So I really don't. I'm really not one of those gamers who is like, oh, PC Master Race or my Xbox is better than your PlayStation. I've never believed in that nonsense. That's silly to me. And I feel like anybody who does that is not a true gamer, because a true gamer doesn't care what they play on. They just it's about playing on a console that has the game you like. It's not about, oh, well, I'm only going to be on this console because fuck Microsoft. Like it's silly. I mean, I will admit the console I use the most is my PS5, but that's because that's where all my friends are on. But I still hop on my Xbox Series X here and there. Just like I still hop on my Nintendo. I actually just played my NES about 2 days ago. I mean, it's always what I feel in the mood for, right? My PS3 is in my bedroom, so I use that mainly as a DVD player, but I'll still hop on it here and there and play some classic PS3 games. Yeah, I bought a shit ton. So when I got my PS2, I bought it during COVID lockdown in 2020 because I was like, I want something new. So I bought a PS2. I said I want something different. So I got a PS2, and then I went on Amazon and literally just spent like, I don't even know how much money I spent on, but I bought a shit ton of games that I grew up with, like Simpsons Hit and Run, just so many different PS2 games. And yeah, and so I have like a shit ton of PS2 games on disc from my childhood, and it's great. It's great to be able to go back to those games that are literally an iconic part of history. And I have a converter that I bought for my TV ages ago that converts coaxial cable audio and video to 4K. So it switches the resolution of the PS2 to like much higher resolution than what it would originally be at. So it's a lot more crisper and more detailed. So my PS2 games look amazing on my TV, basically, is what I'm getting at. It looks beautiful. And it's not an expensive thing to buy. I think I paid maybe $100 for it, so it wasn't too expensive, and it does the job. I mean, it literally makes your PS2 games just look so much more detailed than what they would originally look like. The one thing I really want to get at some point is a capture card so that I'm able to stream my PS2 and PS3 games on my channel, but I don't know when that'll ever happen. I stand more of a chance of just streaming emulated games on the PS5. But yeah, so Forza Horizon 2, 3, and 4 are supposed to be coming to PS5 at some point, from my understanding. Same with Forza Horizon 6, which apparently that one is taking place in Japan. So, for those of you who don't know, that that one's going to be in Japan. Are they changing it? That's not what I heard. Oh, God. Why? That's not even a popular vehicle.
Well, it's not a truck at all. But it's not a truck, and it's what I know.
I could own a Tesla Cybertruck right now. All I gotta do is go to Walmart, pick up a metal garbage can, and add little wheels to it. There we go. Tesla Cybertruck.
funny thing is, they call it a truck when it doesn't even have a bed. No, it doesn't. That's not a bed.
I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk. I think ever since so he lies about everything, and I think that really bothers me the most about him. My favorite was when he was like telling people he's a hardcore gamer, and then it was found out that he's not, and that he was paying people to like win him trophies and achievements and stuff in games. He's just a piece of filth. I'll be honest with you. I don't know about that, but I know that like he lies about so much. And I remember he did something really stupid one time, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but after he did it, rather than take the heat for it, he just said, well, it's because I'm autistic. Okay, buddy. Like, come on. Do you have any evidence to prove that you're autistic, or are you just saying that just to, I just, there's a lot of things he says and does that really irritate me. Like, he's not a good person. I feel the same way about Mark Zuckerberg. As a matter of fact, I kind of group Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg together. I feel like they're both kind of... Well, okay. I don't think he's a robot. I do think that he doesn't understand human emotions, but... My favorite was a couple of years back, he did this live stream on YouTube where he was talking about the latest upcoming Quest 2 VR headset games. And it just looked like, the entire stream looked like he was reading off of a billboard. And it was just so awkward because he was like going, Beat Saber is my favorite game. I love Beat Saber. Me and my friends play Beat Saber all the time. What fun. Beat Saber is a lot of fun. Yay, go Beat Saber. And I'm like, the way he even said it was like very robotic. And I'm like, okay, that was just awkward. And I was just like, dude, you probably have never touched a video game in your life. Don't lie to people. I don't even think you know how to turn on the Quest 2 VR headset. Yeah. It was just so weird to me. I'm like, nah, man, there's no way you play video games. There's no way. I feel like the only video games you probably play are like cheap cell phone games. If that. Candy Crush. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually pretty long. I figured it was going to be long because it was called the Colossus, dude. Oh, Jesus. I am doing absolutely terrible because I've been spending more time talking than paying attention to the race. I'm just like, well, there's some tires. I might as well crash into them. That'll help. I get free points for crashing into tires. Did he leave the actual convoy?
No, I was trying to say earlier, like when you started the race, I was trying to join in.
No, didn't you say that you had trouble joining in?
Yeah, it said it was unable to join.
Yeah, that's weird. Unless it's a 3-person race? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking happened, is that it's oh my god. I'm really terrible at this. Damn, yo.
Come in and be like, what the heck was Grotto's talking about tonight, lol.
Guaranteed. Well, I sent him the invite and he never I sent him the invite to join us, but he never got back to me, so I think he's busy tonight. No, no, no. Sent him the invite to join the live chat. No, probably not. Stu doesn't really play many modern games. I find that he plays mostly old school indie games, which it is what it is. Olav doesn't like racing games. Olav has been lately playing Mass Effect Andromeda on his channel. And it's been Mass Effect Andromeda and Oblivion Remastered. Which, by the way, so the next couple of days I will be streaming Oblivion Remastered Part 2. And we're also going to go back into the final part of Police Shootout, which is that first-person, turn-based police simulator game. Now, for that stream, there's not a lot left of it, so I think I can stream that in maybe a half an hour. So there's only 2 missions left in that stream. So that'll be a short stream that day. What's up? You can only have up to 2 players in that. It's a 2-player game only. I've actually already streamed that game on my channel. It's not as good as... So, The Precinct, in my opinion, is the best police simulator that's out there. That top-down Grand Theft Auto one that recently came out. Out of all the police simulators I've played, I feel like that one is the most like a police simulator. At least until, like, Ready or Not comes out, obviously, but... yeah, we all are.
Ready or Not.
That's the plan. But, yeah, no, I do feel like The Precinct is the closest to a decent police simulator. It felt like the devs of that game really understand police procedures. I'm almost thinking that they had some help with that game, with the police procedures in that game. No, The Precinct. No, I know Ready or Not actually had police involvement. I already know that. SWAT is still police, but yes. Police Quest SWAT. So I've actually played. If you go back through my older streams from when I first started on my channel, you'll find I streamed Police Quest SWAT, and that is actually one of my favorite police games. A lot of people didn't like it back in the day, felt it was too much of an FMB. But I actually really enjoyed Police Quest SWAT for what it was. So Police Quest SWAT was made by 2 people. Former LAPD Chief Daryl Gates, who was also the founder of SWAT. So SWAT was founded during the Los Angeles Watts riots. Because police back then had a hard time dealing with the riots. And so they formed SWAT. And Daryl Gates was one of the original. Daryl Gates was one of the original founders of SWAT, and so he helped create the Police Quest SWAT game. The other person who was heavily involved in Police Quest SWAT was Tammy Dargan, and now Tammy Dargan was one of the creators of the American TV series America's Most Wanted. And so she was also the creator of that game, Police Quest SWAT. She was the second creator. And wrote a lot of the script for that game. At least I'm not in last place anymore. I thought I was going to be in last place all along with all the talking I was doing. I'm like, yeah, there I am. 12th place. My level? Oh, I didn't even realize what level I was. God, I'm really going up in level. Shit.
Yeah, these big races give you a lot of XP.
My car does not have good traction.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering.
Oh, the Bugatti.
What I always say.
The Bugatti as well. Like, I mean, I was sliding all over the road. That's like a terrible. I feel like I picked the wrong car for this
Well,
race.
no, that's the right car, but just add slick to it. You have traction control on, so it prevents you from slipping. But it's just the tires.
Give me a car. I want a car. Ah, 4,000. I didn't win any car. I got 4,000 credits. I said, give me a car. I want a car. I didn't. Nah, I was just 4,000. It's just a costume. You can, you have it actually in your inventory if you pre-ordered the game.
I looked and I don't see the Santa Claus outfit. I only have the other outfit.
I just didn't care about the outfits. I got a whole bunch of outfits for pre-ordering, but I was like, dude, half of the outfits look stupid. So I was just like, I'd rather just make my character look like me. What is with you and these ridiculous horns, man?
You recognize it?
No.
Sea of Thieves.
It's the Sea of Thieves one.
Oh, I don't play enough. I own Sea of Thieves, but I don't play enough of it to remember the music in it.
No, it's the theme, like the opening to Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying that I don't play enough of Sea of Thieves to remember what the opening sounded like.
I can invite Izzy to the back to here.
Mm-hmm. But again, earlier on in the stream, I already showed off the movie-based cars that I have in my inventory.
Did you ever watch Monsters Inc., University and Monsters at Work?
No, I've never seen Monsters Inc. No, unfortunately. I know a lot about it. I just never watched it. I'm not really a big Disney Pixar fan. I think the last Disney movie I've seen. Phew. I don't know. I know that the last Disney movie
movies in the series.
the last Disney movie that I really watched was the original Lion King. Like the original hand animated Lion King. I don't really yeah, I don't really watch too many Disney movies. I'm not a big fan of Disney.
That's not Disney, that's Pixar.
The Lion King was Disney, not Pixar.
No, I was talking about Monster Inc.
Oh.
Pixar.
Oh, okay.
There's a new live
I
action.
gotta ask, have you heard of the AI Darth Vader in Fortnite? It's hilarious.
Yes, the AI Darth Vader in Fortnite. I've seen a lot of videos. They're going around on Facebook of people having full-on conversations with Vader. Now, one of the funniest conversations I've ever seen, and I saved this video because I want to share it with my friends on PlayStation, but it's one where a guy asks Vader, what do you think are the best Star Wars movies? And he literally answered 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and 9 should not exist. And he like literally rants about episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7, 8, 9, and saying how Disney should never have bought out Star Wars. And I'm like, Wait a minute.
I seen the zoo
What?
one.
I was like, hold on. Wasn't that AI created by Disney? And he's like literally trashing on Disney. The AI is literally trashing on Disney in Fortnite. It's crazy. I was just like, does Disney realize that the AI hates them? It's kind of funny. So I that video to me was hilarious. I was just like, damn, dude. Disney, Vader hates you.
I heard it was made and approved by James Earl Jones' family.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you something about that. So James Earl Jones, quite a few years ago now, signed off for his voice to be used by AI. He was one of the few guys that said, you know, I'm getting up there in age. I still want to be a part of this franchise, but I'm not going to be able to voice the character for much longer. So he signed off on his voice being used by AI. He's one of the few actors who's allowed that. So yes. As a matter of fact, there's a TV series. There's a TV series called Star Wars Obi-Wan, I believe it's called, or something like that. And Vader is in it, and the voice of Vader is actually AI. It's not actually James Earl Jones. It's AI of his voice that they use for that one. This is the race we're doing. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's just right here. Why not?
I don't start it yet. No.
All right, let me know when you're ready then.
I don't see Disney ever doing anything with Vader again cause they can't replace that voice.
I'm good now.
That's actually incorrect. So, Vader has actually, in all the games, besides Fortnite, which is using which I'm assuming is using James Earl Jones' AI voice. It might not be. I need to look into it. I'll figure that out. But so far in all of the games, Vader was always voiced by Scott Lawrence. Scott Lawrence is a voice actor who was personally hired by James Earl Jones to be his sound-alike in video games. And Scott Lawrence has been doing the voice of Vader since 1993, I want to say, somewhere around there, and has been the voice of Vader in all the modern iterations. He's in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. He's in Star Wars Outlaws as Vader. He's been doing Vader since like day one. And I'm almost thinking, because I was listening to the voice of Vader in Fortnite, and it doesn't sound like James Earl Jones to me. It sounds like Scott Lawrence. So I'm going to look into that, because I'm curious about that. I think it's Scott Lawrence who's voicing Vader in Fortnite, and I don't think it's AI at all. I think it's... I mean, I guess it is AI, but I don't think it's James Earl Jones' voice. Is what I'm saying. It doesn't, because it doesn't sound like him to me. But I might be wrong. I mean, like, but I do know.
You watched Return of the Jedi, but did you notice in Anakin's death scene?
Anakin's death scene in what? Episode 3?
Blaster sounds going off in the background.
I haven't seen episodes 1, 2, and 3 in a very long time. I'm not...
Jedi.
Oh, Return of the Jedi. Are you talking about the original or the remastered? Because the remastered added a whole bunch of new shit to it. Like Darth Vader going, no! Which was really annoying. I'm not a big fan of the remaster of the Star Wars movies where he added all the CGI to old scenes and stuff like that. Like I know that he added like CGI of Jabba the Hutt at one point in the movies. He added when they go to Mos Eisley for the first time, there's a whole bunch of new aliens in the cantina and on the planet and everything that were all CGI'd in. I don't know. I feel like the original was the best. The original movies back when they originally came out, not the CGI'd crap that he added in. God, this car sucks. Just constant sliding all over the place. I can't. How did I fucking fall off the track this badly? This is fucking terrible. I don't even think I can get back on the track. Oh no, there we go. Piece of shit. This car is crap. I wish I never picked this one. Absolutely worst car for this race.
Choosing hypercars. Because if you choose hypercars, we have to use hypercars. Whatever car you choose, we choose the same thing.
Yeah, I didn't even know that this race would be technically off-road.
Hmm? Off-road?
The hell just happened? Oh.
I'm gonna invite Vinny, or not Vinny, I apologize, Evie.
Evie.
Oh yeah, he crashed. I heard.
It's not, if it's not one person's thing, it's the other.
Right. But anyway, this is not a serious for anybody tuning into this. This is not a serious racing. We're not racing to get first place. We're just fucking around on the game mainly. Whoever wins wins. Whoever doesn't doesn't. It's not about who wins and loses in this. We're just having fun on this, and that's about it. And I just kind of wanted to show off the game because I know that some of you some of my subscribers were wanting to see what Forza 5 looked like on the PS5. So that was mainly what this stream was about. Was just to show that off. And I know that another gentleman wanted to see the movie cars like K.I.T.T and the DeLoreans and all that stuff. So I showed that off earlier on in the stream as well. But yeah, no, it's a fun game to pick up for.
Any of the Star Wars skins?
Have I bought the Battle Pass or any of the Star Wars skins? No. So the only skins I have right now on Fortnite are Krang from the original 90s Ninja Turtles cartoon and all 4 turtles, and then I have the Turtle Van and K.I.T.T from Knight Rider. That's all I got on Fortnite. I'm not a big Fortnite player, so I only grabbed a couple of things. Krang mainly so that if I ever end up going
Fortnite added in Ray and a bunch of sequels characters tonight.
Oh cool, Fortnite added in Ray and a bunch of sequels characters tonight. That's interesting. That's good to know. I'm not really a big fan. Huh? No. Yeah, no, I know. He's saying that they were added back into Fortnite tonight. That's what he's saying.
I only got Luke and the Stormtrooper.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm leveling up like crazy.
See? It pays to play with friends. But any Do you guys want to try this Baja Expedition cross country? It looks like it would be fun off road.
Sure. Out of curiosity, how many more races are we gonna do?
We're at 1 hour and 45 minutes. We can do like 1 or 2 more.
That sounds good. That's perfect. That's perfect, actually.
All right.
Stream this exclusively.
Oh, we'll stream it again for sure. I don't mind streaming this again.
Yeah, I'd love to be a part of it. This was a fun stream.
Yeah.
Stream it tomorrow. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't stream every day because I like to take a break here and there and just hang out with you guys and not have to worry about streaming every day. I like to space apart my streams a little bit. But I am going to be streaming again soon, obviously.
Are we using hypercars again?
No. No, it's an off-road race. If I use hypercars, I'm going to be on top of a fucking mountain. I'm going to try and see what off-road...
Cursing, and look at you. Look at you.
What? No. I didn't say that. I curse all the time on my stream. What are you talking about? I said no racism. That's all I said.
Damn it! You didn't let me choose my vehicle.
Wait,
Interesting.
yeah, it didn't let me choose my vehicle either. It just gave me the Hoonigan. I guess this one we have to use Hoonigans.
Story mission, Vinny. It's a story
That's why.
Ah,
You
I didn't
haven't
realize
done
that.
this.
Have I not? I swore the check.
There's a lot of stuff you have done.
I swore I saw the green
Because
check
if
mark
you
on
did-
it.
If you've done the story mission, we wouldn't have.
That's the lab stuff. If there's like a golden thing underneath with like wings coming out, that means you completed it.
La Gran Caldera. Oh yeah, no, it is story based. Now the cool thing about the Forza Horizon games, the cool thing about the Forza Horizon games for those who haven't played them before, it's really cool that the characters call you by name. By your actual name. Which is really neat. I've never really seen another game do that. I don't know. It's just it's a really cool feature. I found.
There is a lot of smoke coming out of this volcano. You might want to get up here pronto.
We're going up a volcano. I see nothing wrong with this.
Vinny, you want to talk about you not going up the mountain?
Hey, Ramiro, the festival
Hush.
team are tracking some
That's different.
activity around volcanoes.
This is part of the race.
No, you said you don't want to go on top of the mountain.
I didn't know that this race was going to lead us up a freaking volcano.
Fine. Just remember
Oh,
when the outfit
great
sets up,
heavens.
yeah?
Hey, you know what's safe in a race? Climbing a volcano.
This is very slippery, to be fair.
Dude, you can actually hear the volcano rupturing. What the fuck?
Volcano has never been like this before, but it's waking up for Horizon.
We.
Crazy.
This isn't really a race.
Yes, there's volcanoes in Mexico.
Yes. Wait, nah. Why are you asking me? I don't live in Mexico.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hispanic and all. I know Hispanic and all doesn't mean you have to ask me. I never been to Mexico. So.
There are volcanoes in Mexico, but they're not active. You would not want to live anywhere near a volcano. You're dead if it explodes. Well, it depends on how far away you live from the volcano, I would think.
Well, you won't die from it. That's over exaggerated. Yeah, yeah. Well, you can survive the ash clouds if you have the respirator and gas mask.
I tend to overthink things low.
Yeah.
Why is it on a black
Cars
screen
kept
all of a
going
sudden?
and crashing into something.
We're waiting for other players.
See?
Time to click these, Diddy.
Opening them, say with a car, actually helps release the thermal energy. Copy that.
You
Feel free
have
to
to
turn on
wrap
the
out
air
your
conditioning.
destination.
You made it!
Oh my god.
I spoke to Kate.
We
Oh, I'm
almost
so
were in
sorry.
the
I didn't
lava.
realize.
In fact, there are some things she wants us to do up here. For science, you know?
Put on the Vulcan. I've done this. Nah, dude, I've done this before. I remember this mission.
You wanna abort it and let's do a different one?
No, 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 no. We're here now. Let's just get it done. I'm just saying I've done this before. That's all. Because Evie told me
Yeah,
I
it took
hadn't
to
done it
realize.
before. Oh, come on, Hoonigan. Christ almighty, just climb up. There's no way you suck this badly at accelerating.
Well, you are on an incline hill, so technically it would struggle, but yeah.
Shit, where is the, where's the, are these locations marked on the map? Because I'm not seeing... You just said we... You literally just said we all get separate missions, man.
Potato, potato.
See, Haley? We've placed the seismometer.
Alright, put on the volcanologist thermal
Now
suit.
I'm
Where the
waiting for you
hell?
guys.
I don't like this car at all. It slows down randomly. It's like it's like it's having trouble driving through any of this. It's kind of weird.
I'm fine. I'm done.
Where is the... Yeah, I figured I drove... I figured I drove
Oh,
past
Jesus.
it.
That's a rock there. Izzy. Izzy, you good over there? I just saw you just hit a rock.
This water puddle, he says. I'm stuck in the water puddle because it's drowning my car.
It's not drowning. It won't drown because it has the...
Well, it's... My car isn't moving, okay?
Oh man problem.
No, I think something's wrong with my controller, if I'm being honest with you, because when I'm holding down the right trigger, it's barely moving. Yeah, no, I think something's wrong with... Something must be wrong with my controller. I don't know, understand why, because all the other times, it's fucking working just fine. It just doesn't like this car for whatever reason.
Yep, that's enough playing with fire for one day.
Now it's this thing waiting for...
See, now it's working. So it just doesn't like that car. That Hoonigan piece of shit.
Oh, that was a big one. I think the volcano is telling us we've overstayed our welcome.
Agreed. Let's go. I'll see you at the bottom, Remy.
Good thing I know the fastest way down. Don't look back!
Trying my best.
I wish you had a choice to pick from multiple voices for your character, because I hate having to sound like discount Harry Potter.
You faced the volcano. Now let's see how you handle some real back.
Yeah.
Vamos! I know an old Baja circuit that would be perfect. I didn't plan on us entering
He's like, yay, racing down an active volcano. It's what I've always wanted to do when racing in a car.
This? Some new competitors have entered the arena. This is awesome! Come on!
Oh my god. I just ran over some signs.
Legendary Baja Racing, my friend! We've never seen anything like this! And then go!
Okay.
Wait a minute, how did he get in third place?
Because I did the drifting.
I see someone doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah, I thought you were in second.
Pack. No, it's not that. It's just we're just kind of fucking around on Forza.
Game watch.
We're not really we're not really being serious with this tonight.
We get to do this every
Just kind of messing
Oh,
around.
no.
If you have Gran
Pleasure to
Turismo,
have
you
you here, though. Pleasure to have you here. Thank you for coming. Greatly appreciate it.
That's kind of gay.
What are you guys talking about? Out of curiosity, what's going on?
To show you my van load.
You'd love to show me your van?
Kind of gay.
I mean, I can subscribe to your channel and take a look at it at some point if you want, or whatever. I mean, so what's up, gentlemen? What are we doing now? Who won that last one, by the way?
I'm not streaming.
Me
No, I mean in general. I don't mean right now. I'm not gonna check it out right now because I'm streaming right now. But I mean like, oh, you're saying you don't stream in general on your channel?
I only stream on Twitch and it's
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, Vinny, can we do an off-road base, please?
Yeah, just what are we doing? What one do you want to do?
like extremely seldom.
That's fair, man.
I don't know the name of the race.
Well, that doesn't help me out any. There's about 1,000 races on my screen here, man. We need to narrow this down a little bit.
Yeah, fast travel to it, EV.
Fast travel.
It join your game, but alas.
Okay, do you see?
Do you are you what are you on? Are you on PlayStation or are you on Xbox? Pack.
PS5.
You're on PS5 as well.
No.
I can what I can do is I can send you a friend request and cuz I don't think
already tried to join party lol.
Oh, you're on my wait, are you on my friends list?
Izzy, I'm sending you a picture.
EeveeHero.
What I'm talking about.
Why don't you just send Vinny?
Oh,
Or is it, I mean,
I'm friends with him.
you're friends with EeveeHero. Okay.
Wait, what?
The guy in the live chat who wants to join us on the game.
What's his username?
Pack the Fox.
Yeah, no, I have no idea who that is.
Well, he's on your friends list, man. Like, oh, all right. Anyway, what I can do, Pack, is the next time I stream this game, I can send you an invite if you want. We're almost done our stream for tonight on here, but if you want to join the next one, we can set that up.
Alright. Sounds good to me. Thumbs up. Medium skin tone.
No worries, man. Fox, you just about blew me off the fucking road.
It's
Just
fine.
like
You'll be fine.
man over here just drives by me like, roads, where we're going, we don't need
Brake
roads.
check. Get brake check.
I'll send friend request to you, Doc.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to send you a friend request, unfortunately, because I have my PlayStation set up so that I can't receive friend requests. Mainly because in the past I was getting spammed with friend requests by random people who I did not know.
Okay.
Yeah. So is your username the same as your YouTube name? If your username is the same as your YouTube name, I'll just search you up.
Cam 67 is my user.
Cam the Nico 67. All right. I'll after I'm done streaming, I'll send you a friend request. Or what we could do is, Evie, once we're done the stream for tonight, we can send him an invite to the party. The other one.
In 400 yards, turn right.
Evie wants to do the Tulum Trail.
Turn right.
Evie wants to do the what?
He wants to do an off-road race called the Tulum Trail.
Where is it located? Did somebody set a waypoint to it or anything?
I think
You can set a waypoint.
no, you.
Oh, fuck.
Can't you set
That's
a
right.
waypoint though, or no?
No, I can't.
I thought that anybody in the group could set a waypoint. I swear you can.
I thought you could.
So what is this waypoint going to? Oh, that's going to the fucking.
Follow the green dot. The green to the grand.
Only leader.
To the Goliath race, and you will see me, the little green dot on this orange race.
The Goliath. I'm not going to travel that far. Jesus Christ, man.
No, go onto your map, and then
I'm on my map.
You can see me. I'm close to the Goliath, but like a good couple of miles away. I'm in that green area.
That green area, he says. The entire map's green.
No, this is where all the trees are. How do you send you a picture, Vinny?
I'm looking. I don't even see your icon over here.
I just sent you a screenshot.
You're still in our convoy, right?
Yes, I am. And this is an
Huh.
off-road race, so you have to pick an off-road vehicle.
Yeah, I know.
Or you thing in dirt in a like $90 billion car.
Alright, so I'm going to fast travel to... That is not fast travel.
Did you get the picture, Vinny?
Son of a bitch. Alright, I'm going to fast travel to my house, which is near that location, and then I'll just look for you there, around that area. Because I'm not traveling all the way there. That's insane.
Okay, here.
Yeah, I'm looking... Hold on.
To the house too, and you can just follow me.
Oh, you're right near my house anyway. You're not too far off.
Over here.
No, I meant the photo you sent me. Alright, anyway. Alright, cool.
I'm just following me, Vinny.
I'm just gonna do barrel rolls at Main Horizon Festival.
You're gonna do barrel rolls at the main Horizon Festival? Fair enough. I'll switch out this car while I until I get to the race. Let's see.
Wait, Vinny, where are you? Did I go too fast?
No. I can show him where.
I said I was going to my car swap out, remember? I literally said that. I'm just gonna drive around in the DeLorean. I'll just I'm sure I can find you.
Turn around when it
I
is
can
safe
show
to
you where
do
he
so.
is.
In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left.
What is that waypoint marker even marking? Oh, that's still marking Goliath. Yeah. I thought I turned that off. What the fuck? Apparently I didn't.
In 100 yards, turn left.
I must have some. I'm gonna have to go into my settings. Something's not right.
Turn around when it is safe.
It feels like I have auto braking turned on this fucking car, and I don't understand why I would. Because anytime it goes near another car or something, it just slams on the brakes, and I'm really not liking that.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Can you get out of the car and walk around in this game?
No, unfortunately you can't, James. It is a racing game. It's not Grand Theft Auto. But don't worry, we will be streaming Grand Theft Auto 6 next year.
Turn around
That is a
when it is
definite.
safe to do so.
That is a definite.
We're about to do the race. What are you feeding over here?
Yep. I'm not using the DeLorean though. Hell no.
When it is safe
No,
to
we're
do so.
gonna use a decent car. DeLorean's decent, just
It would
not
be
for
cool.
racing. It would be cool to use the DeLorean in the race. No, I'd rather not lose the race immediately. These cars are really beautiful. Don't get me
This game
wrong.
is about taking cars with 40 HP and giving them 300-3000 HP.
Pretty much. You're not wrong. Are we just waiting on Izzy?
You have to start it, Vinny.
No, I know. I said, are we waiting on Izzy?
I don't know.
Uh,
Start it and then he was gonna join.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were doing.
all right. Off road, I guess. Yep.
Yes, off-road. Thank you.
Yeah, this is gonna be my last race because I have to go run some errands really quickly.
No, you're good, man. This is probably going to be the last race anyway. I was planning on doing that because I am starting to get really hungry.
I didn't expect the stream to be this long, not gonna lie.
Really likes
This is normally how my streams are. They're usually about 2 hours. So this is the normal for my channel.
No, I meant it would be cool if you could time travel back to the dinosaur era in the Back to the Future car in this.
again. It was nice.
It would be cool if you could time travel back to the dinosaur era and the Back to the Future car in this. That would be weird.
FYI, they're making you do one of the longest races.
Pax says, FYI, Eevee's making you do one of the longest races. Eevee,
How long is the race?
is this true?
No.
How long is the race? Like 3 minutes, 4 minutes?
No. This is not a long race.
Okay. Well, we'll find out.
You can use your
You don't wanna get chased by a T-Rex, lol.
Dude, if they added T-Rexes to freaking Forza Horizon 5, I'm just gonna stop playing.
If it's all around the whole map.
No, this isn't Goliath. This isn't Goliath pack. This is not. This is just a small race. We went past Goliath. We already did Goliath. When we first started the stream, we already did Goliath.
Then you're good.
Yeah, no, it's not Goliath. But yes, so yeah, God of or Gears of War comes out August.
Around and the elephant starts chasing you.
Gears of War comes out August for PS5, and then there is talk of the Master Chief Collection coming out to PS5 pretty soon.
it's not that long.
Yeah. And as well, we will be getting the rest of the Forza games at some point on the PS5, and Forza 6 when it comes out. So a lot of Forza games for PS5's future. Now I don't know. So my understanding of it is they were only going to release Forza 2, 3, and 4, not 1. I don't know what they're doing with 1. To PS5 and possibly PS4, based on the success of Forza 5 on PS5. And it turns out that Forza 5 has outsold the Xbox on PS5. So there is a high chance that we will be getting Forza Horizon 2, 3, and 4. Fox, he just rams me off the road like a fucking tank. Shit. That was close.
Speaking of Fox, do you ever stream old games? Cause Star Fox 64 would be awesome.
Do I ever stream old games such as Star Fox 64? No, I don't. Well, first of all, you would need a capture card to stream games like that, unless you streamed the emulator on a PC. From my experience, at least with my PC, the Nintendo 64 ROMs don't run that well. So no. Yeah, I don't think I'd yeah, I don't think I'd be able to stream those kind of games. I do want to get a capture card at some point so that I can stream, you know, off of my PS3 or my PS2 or whatever in the future. But I don't know when that'll be, to be honest.
If Vinny, if we lived close together, I would let you borrow mine all the time.
Oh, you have a capture card? How much did it cost you?
I've got one that can stream 4K. It cost me, it was the Elgato, I think around 60 to 70 bucks. I got it on sale.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Off of Amazon, or?
It was off Amazon. I believe, yeah.
Interesting. If you Can you do me a favor and actually send me the link for that?
Exactly.
Yeah. That'd be great. I'll look into it. But yeah, so I do have, as I was saying earlier, I do have on all of the consoles basically. So I have the PS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, NES, SNES, Switch, and Quest 2 VR headset. So I have streamed a bit of VR games in the past. You can look at it in the VR section of my playlist. Not too many. I think the last VR game I streamed, and generally for my VR streams, it's mainly just to showcase the game, not really play it in its entirety.
The PlayStation system I'm missing is the PSP.
The PSP? Nice. Damn. So you're a true Sony boy then. You're a true Sony fan.
What about a Fortnite stream load?
What about a Fortnite stream? I'm not really a big fan of Fortnite. Maybe at some point, me and Izzy and Evie will do a Fortnite stream. I think that would be fun one night. But I'm not really a big fan of Fortnite. But I'm willing to do it for you guys. I'm willing to withstand the pain if you guys want me to. It's not a bad game. Don't get me wrong. It's just it's not my kind of. Wait, what? Are you you're saying you have 7 PS1s? 3 PS2s? What the fuck, man? Why do you have so many of this? That's crazy. I have 1 each. I don't have 7. That's awesome. You
colors or different collector's editions or something?
I don't know. That's crazy. You are definitely a collector. You are a connoisseur of Sony products.
I want to have one of each. Maybe 2, so one for display and one for usage, but I don't know about 7.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean, I know gamers who are like that, don't get me wrong.
No, there's nothing.
My dad got multiple in case one breaks and he gave them to me.
He said his dad got... He said that, well, they can hear you probably. He said that his dad bought multiple ones in case one of them broke, and he gave a bunch of them to him.
Oh, makes sense. That's awesome.
It is.
So they hold a lot of memory too, even.
Well, nowadays PS2s are so cheap, man. Like when I bought mine in 2020, it was only $20, and I got it brand new. So I mean, they've gone down considerably in price. They're not as expensive as they used to be. Convention.
We're Rice too.
Oh, I only saw one. There was only one person there. The voice actress for Jill Valentine. Yeah,
I
yeah.
also had the Xbox Series X, GameCube, and Switch.
Ooh, the GameCube. Damn, that brings back memories.
I've never played on the GameCube before, but I've heard it's really fun.
Beautiful console. Beautiful console. If not for the fact that it looks like a freaking
love
bomb. Like, dude, that seriously. I remember when I took my GameCube to the airport, and these freaking security guards thought I was transporting a bomb. I'm like, dude, that's a console.
Oculus Rift 2 and 3.
Oh, the old Oculus Rifts? Nice.
Bro, the
I
GameCube was
thought
fun.
Mario Sunshine was a masterpiece. In my opinion.
Star... For me, it was Star Fox Adventures, man. That game was so much fun.
That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah, they did. No, man. No, seriously, Pac. They thought they didn't know it. They were the security guards were East Indian, and they were convinced that it was like some kind of. They were trying to rip it apart on me. I'm like, you better not tear apart that console. That's all I'm telling you. It was crazy. This was back when it first came out. So I remember I had a Nintendo 64, and I sold it. I was working for a cell phone company at the time. I worked at kiosk in a mall for this cell phone company, and this girl that I worked with was looking for a console for her boyfriend. And I said, well, tell you what, I'm really interested in getting the GameCube, so how about we trade consoles? I don't really use my N64 anymore, so I'll sell you my N64 and the games in exchange for the money for a GameCube and a bunch of games. And so she said sure. And so I think I sold it for like $200-300 or something crazy like that. And I ended up buying the GameCube with that money and a bunch of games. And that was way back when the GameCube had just come out. It was just brand new. It was the week it came out. And then I ended up trading that, the GameCube, I ended up selling that for, I think, the PS3. It was either the PS3 or the PS2. I think it was the PS3. And I still have a game. I still have a Sega Dreamcast as well. That's I forgot about that. Yes, Sega Dreamcast is in storage, but I still have a Sega Dreamcast. Unfortunately, that console is very fussy with working on modern TVs, so I don't really use it. It's very fussy console. So what are we doing, guys? Are we done for the night, or are we?
Yeah, I think that was the.
Okay, that is the last. That is the last race. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much to Pac for being here tonight. Thank you very much to James for being here tonight. If you missed any of the previous live streams, you can check them out on my playlist section. I cover PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and VR games. You have the N64 and Super Nintendo. Nice. I ended up getting the... So my Nintendo and Super NES are actually...
The amazing topics we had.
The amazing topics we had. So my console, my Super NES and NES are actually the NES Mini and the SNES Mini. They come with 30 games, but I reprogrammed them and put the entire library on each one. So I have the entire NES library on the NES Mini and the entire SNES library on the SNES Mini. So it's a lot of fun. I have a lot of really crappy games because the NES had really bad games and really good games. I don't know when I'll ever play Barbie's Adventures on my NES or, you know, Bible Challenge, but I do have them. Those were terrible games. I even have the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde game that's unplayable. But yeah, as I said, thank you for tuning in. If you missed any of the previous live streams, you can check them out on my playlist section on YouTube. And the last game we streamed was Police Shootout, And we'll be going back into the final part of that stream over the next couple of days, as well as we'll be going into part 2 of The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. And then going into June, the first week of June, we'll be going into that new open world Cyberpunk meets GTA style game, Mind's Eye, made by one of the producers of the Grand Theft Auto games, who helped make Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and 5. So we'll be going into that first week of June. And yeah, that's about it. For now, anyway. So thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. I hope you have a wonderful week. And I'll see you guys soon at the Gamers Grotto. Take care once again. Have a wonderful night. We'll be sending you that invite pack after the stream ends to the party. And from there, we'll add you as friends, and we'll bring you into one of the future streams of Forza Horizon 5. Take care once again, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you soon. Have a great one. See you in a couple of days. Take care.